First off, my name is Jeff Ashby. I am one of the ambassadors with Engage. My wife Helen and I are both fortunate to have been here for quite a while, and it's not just a matter of being here for a while. It's a matter of getting very excited and sharing with a lot of people over these years, sharing with these people our passion for the Engage Global products and sharing with them Dr. Prasad's knowledge and understanding of these products. So with that being stated, let me go ahead and pull the disclaimer up here onto the screen. Please follow along with me as I read this statement. Let's letting people in. These statements and comments have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This information is solely for educational purposes only and includes recent advances in research on micronutrients. Engage, the micronutrient company, does not claim that our products diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. However, Engage's products are formulated to address nutritional deficiencies and supply the body with the required nutrients. It's important to note that nothing here is meant to be a substitute for professional medical treatment or a consultation with your primary healthcare provider. So that having been taken care of, I'll move those words out of the way. It's fantastic to be here. Today is Sunday, the 8th of December. Dr. Kedar Prasad and I were just talking as we got underway here today with this Day of Stories, that it is actually 1 month from today, December 8th, 1 month down the road on January 8th, Dr. Prasad celebrates 90 years of being on this earth. And so what an exciting opportunity. And he's here today in a capacity of just sitting back and enjoying some of the rewards of his diligence, his commitment to health and humanity. I look at the number of books that he has written, the number of articles, peer-reviewed articles that he has published, and the number of sightings of his work out there. That is other scientists referencing Dr. Prasad to lend credibility to what they are publishing. And it's just amazing that we have Dr. Prasad here with us today. I'm going to just pull him up here onto the screen with me. Let's see, we've got Dr. Prasad. There you are. I'll add a spotlight so that we can be here together.
Okay.
And wow, we are just this is an exciting time of the year. This is one of those days where you and I will just kind of get to sit back a little and enjoy these testimonies. This is an opportunity for those that have been consuming the Micro Daily products to come forward and share the way that their bodies have responded. And that's really what we're talking about. Dr. Prasad, over the last 10 years that I've been involved, I realized that there's very specific formulations that in your understanding, we're supporting the body nutritionally and then allowing the body to respond to that nutritional support. We're not trying to force the body to react. We are supporting the body's natural response. And it's really the body is the miracle. Once it gets the nutritional support, it will go in and it'll repair those things that have caused challenges. It will it'll do amazing things. And so I'd like to start out today, just kind of prime the pump with a few of my favorite testimonies. There are some that I have captured over the last 2 or 3 years. In fact, one of them is going to go back 10 years ago, Dr. Prasad, and this was the meeting that David Nemelka was sitting in when he was just an investor. And he's told us this story multiple times where he was just came on as an investor and he wasn't even taking the product at this point. But he started hearing these type of testimonies, and it caused him to just look at his life, look at his journey, and realized that this is where he wanted to make his commitment to health and to humanity. And ultimately, the two of you connected, and that's what we have here today. So I'm gonna go back into the archives. Like I said, this video is over 10 years old, and the young lady that gets up there, and she's in front of a group of people at a hotel meeting. This is on a Saturday afternoon. We had a special event, had about 300 or so people there in this hotel convention center. I was standing up in front with the microphone, introducing individuals, and we had her come up and share in front of the group her testimony. And in this, she is going to reference the Micro Daily as MMF, military micronutrient formulation, because that's what this product was originally known as. Dr. Prasad, when you created this for the military, actually put that military name right on it, military micronutrient formulation. And so in this, significantly, and I'm kind of setting the stage here, she has a medical background, and I want you to pay particular attention to how many years she was a nurse. She also has quite an understanding of her own health challenges. She describes how many years she had been suffering from heart-related issues and circulation problems in her own body, and the difference that this supplement, this micronutrient supplement that was created for the military, what it did to support her body and how her body responded to it. So that's the first one that we're going to start out with here today. And then I've got two more that are just really special to me, Dr. Prasad. So I'm going to pull you off of the spotlight so that everybody can see me full screen. And you can also follow along with this. And imagine you're David Nemelka, and you're sitting right there in the audience. And in fact, I can remember several times during this lady's retelling of her experience, I can remember looking at David and seeing the emotions evident on his face because of what these products were doing to change the lives of people. So here she is. I've tried to make it as loud as I can, but again, this was just in a hotel meeting, and so here we go with this first testimony. Thank you, everybody, for being here today to enjoy this day of stories, these testimonies of the incredible Micro Daily products. So here we go.
Just to give you a little information on my background, I've been a nurse for 23 years. I was born with congenital heart disease. I've had 4 open hearts. In 2007, I went into heart failure, and they found out I had cardiomyopathy. I had no blood circulation. My heart function was down in the 20s, and got on a regimen of medications, and the doctor said, hopefully we'll bide you 10 years, and sent me home. Just recently, they ended up putting a defibrillator in me in case I went into cardiac arrest. And as I've aged, I've gotten worse. And because of all my open heart surgeries, I've had severe pain through my back, my legs, intolerable pain in my legs. So when she brought this to me, a friend of mine, Kathy, she says, try this. And I looked at her and I said, I have nothing to lose. It's okay. Thank you. My last appointment with my cardiologist, I was in VTAC for 15 beats. And that's right before you go into cardiac arrest. I don't do this. Or your part. Anyway, I asked him, when does the defibrillator kick in? He says on the 16th beat if we can't pace you out of it with your pacemaker. My comment to him was, I hope I die before that happens, because I've been shocked. I don't have enough fingers and toes to count how many times I've been shocked. I asked him, what do I do? And he goes, live your life. I turned 50 this year. I started the MMF 2 weeks ago. I'm on my third packet. I no longer have this severe pain. My kidney functions were out of whack because I was taking so much ibuprofen. They weren't functioning. I no longer take ibuprofen, once in a while a Tylenol. But the day I took it, my daughter asked me if I was on amphetamines. Because I'm the girl that comes home from work. It's all I can do to get through a day. And I hit my bed. On the weekends, I don't go out. And since MMF, I no longer take naps. I have so much energy, I feel like I'm on speed. But I'm here to tell everyone this has changed my life. I'm not usually movie. I did go through some of the detox, and but I knew deep down inside my internal, everything felt great. I had never felt better in my whole entire life. I didn't know what normal was. I've never been normal. So if I can spread the word and get it out, how much it's changed my life, I'm there. Thanks.
Yeah, pretty amazing. As I go back
That's
and
amazing story. That's amazing story.
do you remember that one, Dr. Prasad? It seems like I had shared that with you before.
Long time ago, I may have heard it, but I forgot the details.
And Dr. Prasad, I want to have a little visit about that right now. Imagine if she had access to the heart boost. The difference that she would be experiencing, and you've also taught us the importance of having the probiotics in our system as well. So if she'd have had just 2 additional products, imagine how much difference it would have made in her body. Just Wow. And here she was, a cardiomyopathy, not only a pacemaker that she's sporting inside of her body.
She was young.
Yeah, and also a defibrillator. I can't imagine, and she tried to describe it to us there, what it felt like being, zapped back alive, starting the heart. And that had happened so many times, and she was really dreading that shock to come from inside instead of being the paddles on the outside of the chest. I can't imagine the fear that she'd have of having to have her heart started by a device that was implanted in her. So yeah, a big difference that these products made in her life.
Exactly. That's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so I've got another one, and these testimonies were coming to mind last week when you and Jonathan were talking about side effects of medication versus benefits of supporting the body from a nutritional standpoint with the micronutrients. And the side effects are just feeling much better. Enjoying your life again. And so what I'm going to share this next one is a good friend of ours that really was concerned about his son's challenges. what his son was going through as it related to testicular cancer. And I know Jonathan has done several calls on these Sunday afternoon, early evening time slot where he's referenced people's bodies responding to the micronutrients as it relates to a better outcome with cancer treatment. And so let me share Gary with everyone here today as he talks about his son. So here we go. I've got it right here.
In 2013, I want to talk about my son, Jared. Jared, in July of 2013, was died. Are you okay with this?
Yes.
Okay. I was diagnosed with cancer. What he had done is in his right pocket, back when we had G3 and G4, it caused the cancer in his testicle, his right testicle. And it swelled up. And he said there's something wrong. So he went to the doctor. The doctor diagnosed it as cancer. So we actually took him over to the Huntsman Clinic, our hospital, which is a fantastic hospital, big one, over in Salt Lake City. And here's a picture of him after he lost his hair. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, he's in bed, lost his hair. We're concerned he's going to die. And he started on the chemo and went through the chemo process. And we didn't know what to do because after a period of time, they said, well, we've done all we can do for you, Jared. There's nothing more we can do. I said, doctor, well, what's happening here? Are you sending him home to die? And he said, well, there's nothing more we can do. We could give him another round of chemo. And I said, well, doctor, isn't that just poison? And he said, yes. I said, well, that's not something we want to do more. So we left and found a place in Arizona. Now that was in March of 2014. We moved him over to Arizona to a cancer clinic. And they took out his blood and oxidized it, ran it back through his body, did chemo, he did radiation. And over a period of time, through that year, he was being treated. But they found out that he had a couple of tumors in his stomach, and they wanted to get rid of those. So they radiated those, and almost automatically, the cancer went to his lung, it went into a big bowl underneath his chin, and it scared him. And he'd been doing quite a little bit of study about the chemo part. And so I talked to him today, and he says he told him he didn't want to have the same kind of chemo as what they had at the Huntsman. And so they did all right there, and it took down the swelling in his lymph nodes and in his lung, and reduced the size of the tumors in his stomach. But they wanted to get rid of the tumors in his stomach, so they radiated those. And when they did that, it caused it to go throughout his body to a degree, both back in the oxygen. It did not to the degree that it did before. But they said, one thing we're going to have to do with you, Jared, we have another chemo program that we want to have, and we're going to have to cut your leg off. And he says, what? And why would you want to do that? He said, well, there's a sore there, and we want to just take your leg off, and it would help. He says, that's unacceptable. And I said, well, the only other thing that we can do is give you stem cells. And there's a place in Indiana we're going to set you up with. And he was really, really upset about that whole thing. And so what happened is that I found out in 2014, July the 28th, I talked to somebody in southern Utah that knew about this, and I ordered it. And then he started on it in 2014, and they left in December to go to Christmas in Idaho. And when they came back, they said, we've got to get a imprint of where all of your cancer is. And when they did that, the doctor came back and they said, Jared, I don't know what's happened to you, but you don't have any cancer at all. And, you know, we've been giving him this micro daily for, well, ever since, probably 8/14, August probably of 2014, by the time I got the product and everything. And by the time he was cancer-free, it was 2015 in January. And we absolutely know, I know that if he hadn't had the microdaily, which increased his, the body has a design to get rid of things through the immune system. And there's nothing more powerful that I know now than microdaily. And we're so very thankful. It's been 7 years now without cancer-free still. So that's my story. I just really am grateful that that they could come to us and say, Jared, you're cancer-free.
Wow.
That's
Dr.
amazing.
Prasad, another one.
That's
Another one I
amazing.
know.
After all those chemo and radiation and the metastasis all over the place, that is what you expect.
Yes.
And still they recovered fully without cancer.
Yes.
How
Now,
much do you know what he was taking at the time?
he was doing a double dose. He wasn't doing triple dose because we weren't aware of that.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
it's now 10 years ago. I recorded this 3 years ago,
Oh,
but just crazy to think that
yeah, he was not taking a probiotics or anything. Just
no.
microdaily.
Yeah, we've got so much more that we can support the body with today.
That's amazing. That's really
Understanding how
amazing. I
yeah.
mean, everybody should know about it, that he's a doctor almost say go to die, really, what amounts to take out the leg or something.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, and he recovered fully. That tells you that my theory was that the high dose, even double the dose means it is high dose.
yes,
And that kills cancer cell, but not the normal cell. And this is exactly what is happening.
yeah. And we go back that many years. In fact, it was just a couple months ago that I called Gary to see how things were going with his son. He said, still just perfect. He's still here with us 10 years later, and that was like you said, it had metastasized all throughout his body,
Yeah,
and to be able to just support the body with a nutritional approach and allow the body to respond to that support.
yeah,
It,
exactly.
it truly just is amazing. So, Dr. Prasad, we're about halfway through this call, and I still have one more testimony that I want to share before we open it up to
Yeah.
our group here with everybody. But this next one, this was again just a little over a year ago. But what is significant about William's experience is he was keeping a journal every day of what his body was, how his body was responding. And so he actually has it right down to the number of days that he was noticing changes. And because so many things had gone wrong with his body, he was really looking forward to these little wins, what was going on, and significant that he references an automobile accident where he had nerve damage, and how his body was able to, and I'm just guessing from his explanation, that now that his body has nutritionally been supported, it was able to go in there and redo the repair that his body had put in place just after the accident, that allowed him no sensation in his thumb and fingers, and how the body was able to go in there and repair a previous repair and have those feelings back. And then when it comes to the amazing response that his kidneys made, that's really the high point of this story. So, Dr. Prasad, this is William, and I'll be right back to have a little discussion with you about him. So, here we go.
I started on a micro daily January the 8th this year, 2023. And I have had a great experience so far. I had high blood pressure, which was so high, that's what knocked my kidneys out. And I really hadn't gotten really any relief from the high blood pressure. And until I got these microdaily products into my body. So it's been 229 days since I've been taking the product. And I have seen some great benefits in my body. I have, in 2009, I had a car accident, got hit in the back and gave me whiplash, and my right and left hand, pointer fingers and thumb went numb. In 3 months, the left finger and thumb came back to life, but the right finger and thumb stayed numb from 2009 to 2023 when I got on the Microdaily product. So I know it was Microdaily that stopped that numbness. And one evening, my finger and my thumb was just like electricity was going through it. And I just hit my hand on the bed trying to stop that pain. But that next morning when I woke up, there was no numbness in my finger and right thumb at all. So it had cleared that up. And the blood pressure has been up and down a little bit, but everything else has been great. And when I was in college, at 18 years old, I hurt my knee real bad. And now, since I've been taking the micronutrient products, that knee is now just totally like I never have damaged it at all before. And I didn't do any surgery or anything, that just taking these products. So it's been a blessing to me in a lot of ways in my life and with different things. And one thing about my back, I never have ever had a back injury to my knowledge or anything in any way. But I noticed since I've been taking these micronutrient products, I feel as though I'm getting total hydration because my back feels just really relaxed and really at ease. And it's real smooth feeling now, just like something great has happened. So those are some of the things I realized what was going on in my life. And also, I haven't urinated in over a year and 3 months or so because of the kidney failure. But today, I had a different type of urge to urinate. I have had urges before, but it wasn't the same feeling I had today. It wasn't even in the same place. It was just different. But anyway, those two urges I had today, I was able to urinate for the first time in a year and 3 months, twice. It wasn't much, but it's starting. So I just I guess the arteries and the veins and getting ready to start to unplug. So it's taken a little while, but 228 days, but look how long it took me to get to this place and mess my body up, but it's coming together now. So I think it's great, and I just keep looking to see what advancements I'll be receiving as I continue to take the product. So I pray to all of you all, if you start on the products, give it time to do what it's supposed to do, because minerals and vitamins do not work like pharmaceuticals that give you a fast benefit, but it's never healing. The microdaily might work a little slower, but it is healing your body. So stay with it, but do get started. God bless you.
So, Dr. Prasad, amazing. You recall
amazing
that,
story. Hard to believe. Tell you the truth.
well, and you look at what day did he start the micro daily products? January 8th.
Yeah.
He started on your birthday.
That's weird.
So to have him count out from January 8th of 2023.
Yeah.
I mean, so this was over a year. We'll be coming up on 2 years ago that William
Yeah.
started out. And then he kept track on day 229. He was so excited. He wanted to share his experience, his testimony, that after a year and a half, he was able to urinate twice.
Yeah.
Ah, my goodness. I just, yeah, just amazing what these products are doing for individuals, Dr. Prasad. And it's
Yeah.
been my joy to share these videos. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. And I hadn't caught that the first couple of times, but January 8th, we were talking about just a month from today when we celebrate 90 years of life on this earth for you.
Yep.
That was that little small step that William took
Yeah.
back on your birthday to start these products. And, it's, yeah. So what an amazing benefit. And, yeah, so let's open this up. We have about 24 minutes or so left today. And I know that there are others that would like to come forward and share their experiences with us. What's happened for them, what they have noticed. And again, I'm gonna pull you off the screen and do our disclaimer again. I think it's important that we continue to protect ourselves from a legal standpoint. The statements and comments that you're going to hear today have not been evaluated. Understand that these are people's experiences, and we're not here to diagnose, treat, cure, heal, or prevent any disease or injury. All we're doing is just providing the body with the nutrition that it needs. And so I know I didn't read word for word those what's there on the screen, but you've got the gist of it. We just want to make sure that the three-letter agencies out there know that we're doing what we can to protect ourselves. These are nutritional supplements, much beyond just vitamins. These are micronutrients. And I can see, Dr. Prasad, we have Kimberly's iPhone that is open. She's got her camera and her microphone open. And so, Kimberly, I mean, winter chicken dinner. You were on a call here last week and did quite well as far as being drawn in the raffle. But share with us your experience today as we're here. Go ahead.
So, my husband and I started on micronutrients back in October of last year, and I had complicated PTSD that was so bad that I mean, if you've watched me, I've mellowed out a lot, really regulated and able to hold my composure and my excitement. But what I really want to share with people today is that I was on a therapeutic dose when I started because I had skin cancer and I wanted to get control of it. And on December 10th of 2023, my husband and I had our furnace go out. And I know that if I hadn't have been on that therapeutic dose, I probably would have been in the hospital bed in the cardiac department with my husband, like he was for 4 nights, because his heart was racing to try to bring oxygen to his vital organs. And I didn't end up there. And I've come to realize over these past few months and really thinking about what we went through, that had I not been on a therapeutic dose and treating myself for something I knew I had before, I wanted to start taking the collagen, I probably, like I said, would have been in that hospital bed beside him. And I really believe wholeheartedly that because of that therapeutic dose, it allowed me more time in the house being exposed to carbon monoxide poisoning, because our furnace had malfunctioned and the whole house was at like 65% is what the fire department had told us when they were in here and checking it. So because of that, I was able to sustain my husband's business by continuing to work, which thank God, because my husband hadn't been able to work up until he started taking the heart boost. He was still having a lot of hard times through the whole summer where we weren't able to regulate his heart. He had AFib still. And he also has high cholesterol. So we're looking forward to seeing his labs next month when he goes and has his blood work done. Because within 6 weeks of being on the heart boost, my husband woke up one morning and said to me, "I feel normal." And I go, "What do you mean you feel normal?" Because my heart feels normal, babe. He goes, "I really think I could work in the sun again." And I said, "Well, I want you to be safe." And he goes, "Yeah, I know. Well, he's been working out in the sun in the high heat, and it didn't affect him anymore after 6 weeks of being on the heart boost. So he's 100% again. And I know, had we not had these products, that our fate that night on December 10th would have been totally different. So thank you again, Dr. Prasad, for what you've done for my family. My daughter's thriving. Yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. And I'm just sharing because I care. And thank you for letting me share that.
Thank you, Kimberly. That was amazing, and yeah, kind of scary to all of us. You know what? I highlighted the wrong person here.
After
Mhm.
hearing that story.
Yes.
So
Amazing.
thanks, guys. Let's keep sharing because we know what this product does. And thank you, Dr. Prasad, for spending your life to develop something to help us all
Thank you.
live our best life. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again on your birthday.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations again. Thanks, Kimberly. I saw that we had Beth Sturdivant. Beth, you had your hand up here for a moment. Don't know if you wanted to contribute.
It just,
Beth? Yeah.
Okay, I'll say something quick, but I didn't mean to raise my hand. I'll just say I've been on the product 3 years, 9 months, literally today was when I met you. And I just can't, sometimes I just think about how far, I've come, but also how far so many people have come over just, this amount of time. So like Kimberly said, definitely keep sharing this product because y'all, we have something that nobody has. Like we have the only Dr. Prasad. And I don't really think a lot of times people realize what we have to the extent of what we have. So if you're just keep listening to these videos, keep coming on these calls, because the more you listen, the more educated you're going to get. And then it's just going to flow off your tongue when you're talking to people. But, it's also the belief system. When you hear so many testimonies, how can you not believe? So that's what I'd like to say today.
Thank you, Beth. It sounded, Dr. Prasad, like we heard Journey there in the background as well.
Yeah, I know it. I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Yes, yes, that'll be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, is there anyone else that would like to come forward and, like Kimberly did, share their experience, their testimony of these products? Just go ahead and open up your microphone, your camera, if possible. We'd love to have you share with us the way your body or somebody that is close to you, how they did. So, Rebecca out of Texas. I've got to, go ahead. There you go. Tell us your experience here with these products. It's been what, almost 9 years?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
changed the energy level and everything, and the skin cancer. It's getting control of when I get a tooth infection. It arrests it, and till I can get to the dentist. And the other day I took too much caffeine before I went to bed, and I was awake for about an hour. I got up and found the CBD boost, and I went right out. So it's awesome stuff. Appreciate Dr. Prasad.
Good, thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Yep, that's awesome. I appreciate you coming forward, feeling comfortable to do that. So, who else? We've got just here a little less than 15 minutes, and I'm sure there's someone else or multiple individuals that would like to come forward and share what's happened in their life, their experiences with these products. We're here just sharing stories. Just open up your microphone. If you want to raise your hand, I could call on you.
Hey, Jeff. This is
Hey.
Hi,
Hello, operator. Yes.
Dr. Prasad. I just have been lately going through some testing, and I have to give the credit to Dr. Prasad and the products, because occasionally I would have pain in my right side, right in my kidney. And maybe 15, 20 years ago, they told me I had a kidney stone the size of a pea. And for the life of me, it won't go anywhere. But I haven't gotten any more. But recently I had more pain than normal. So I had a CAT scan. And so she sent me, of course, to a urologist. And the urologist says, well, you only have one kidney stone. I'm like, really? It felt like more, but it's in a place where it's just comfortable. And I guess when I move a certain way, it'll let me know that it's still there. But the exciting part of the meeting with the urologist was that she said, well, and by the way, she said, your kidneys are perfect. And I was like, they're perfect? And I kept saying it. They're perfect. I've never had a kidney doctor tell me my kidneys are perfect. Earlier in my life, I used to have a lot of UTIs, and I was always concerned, especially now, because I have to force myself to drink water. But even with that going, he told me my kidneys are perfect. My colonoscopy was perfect. No problems. And so I was really excited about that. I still have I found out I have silent reflux. I don't know if you are familiar with that. And so I have to do vocal therapy, most especially because I'm a vocalist and it's affecting my vocal cords. And so I had never heard of silent reflux. And so what I've been doing recently is taking like triple doses to see if I can, improve that. But even though I have that, when they looked at my vocal cords, there's like no nodules. It was, everything other than my left vocal cord is weak. And he has me like using Gaviscon because I cough every time I eat. the strange thing is that this coughing started back in May 23, after I did have a bout with COVID-19. I've been coughing since then and didn't know the reason why. So that's why I was going to find out what was happening. So I didn't know if you had any comments, but as I'm going to the doctors, they're giving me good reports though.
That's exciting. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for sharing. This is our testimonial call. I'm even going to disregard the questions that are in the chat, because this is all about the testimonials. And Alfreda, what you have shared with us has just been amazing to see how these doctors have said, you're perfect. You're perfect in the area. So yeah, keep it up. And what you mentioned with 3 times the dose, that is an answer to one of the questions. What is it when you're doing any kind of treatment like that, particularly and again, that word that starts with a C and rhymes with answer. Those all of these things are certainly capable of assisting our body and improving the outcome.
Yes.
So
Yeah, well,
thank you.
I know I don't have that, so
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Awesome. Hey, and I'll call you after this with that kidney stone. We've got some pretty amazing results as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, fantastic. Thanks again for coming forward.
Thank you for everything you do.
Sure. No, it's Dr. Prasad that is amazing, and we're so privileged to have him here, listening to all of these testimonies. Just a month before his 90th birthday. Where has the time gone?
This kind of a story will extend my life another few years.
Oh, we will absolutely do that. These are the stories that you really can't put a price on, because they're the value, what people's lives, how they've been changed, how they've not only been allowed to be here longer on the earth, but their lives are full of additional benefits, in life. So. Yep. And anyone else? I see Sheree. Yes, it doesn't matter what type of cancer. The answers are always the same. Therapeutic dose, which is 3 times, and probiotic. Yeah, those 2 are a must. And get back with the individual who invited you on to this call today, and they can certainly share with you the protocol that we know as therapeutic dosing, and that's that 3 times dosing. So, my goodness. Anyone else? Just a few minutes left here. Anyone else like to come forward on this Sunday afternoon, early evening? It's just an incredible day to get together like this and share stories. Anyone else? Dr. Prasad, after the week that we've both had, I can't imagine the number of calls that you were on this last week. You and Che.
This week will be a number, the 9th, and be it 10th, 11th.
Yes.
So this week will be also fairly busy.
Yeah. We're putting a lot together. So yeah, Monday night we have a special call.
Yeah. And recognition is on 11th.
Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. So, well, if nobody's going to come forward right now, I know that we've got dinner plans tonight, and we need to get ready for that. And Dr. Prasad, I know that you do things with your family on Sunday evenings,
Right.
and so I just I can't imagine the enjoyment that you're getting out of. Now I've got Makeda. Makeda has her hand up quickly. Maybe just right before we go, we can get Makeda's
Well,
testimony. Go
I
ahead.
have a cousin that's been on dialysis for I don't know. He's been on dialysis probably 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. Years. And I was just wondering, you know, I don't know if it was diabetes related, probably not. I don't know, but um what do you suggest that you know that he should take to try to get his kidneys back?
Well, I know what William was taking. He was also doing a therapeutic dose, even though he was not supporting his body in a cancer treatment protocol. He was
Mm-hmm.
supporting his body, and so there's some nuances there. We have microdaily EMF available in capsules, but we
Okay.
also have available in
Hydro.
what's called hydro.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're dealing with the kidneys and concerned about hydration,
Hydro would be the
yeah,
best.
high dose with the hydro is definitely going to be the best. We could go through.
And probiotics.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad. Yes, probiotic for both of those. Just if you can get back with the person who invited you on here today, and we could delve into it a little bit more. When it's been that long and the kidneys have been offline for an
Mm-hmm.
extended period, we need to give the body time. It's like the video that we saw earlier here with William. I mean, 229 days. You can count up kind of how many months that was, and his body was responding. And so
Okay.
love to help you out that way. Thank you for coming forward though, and
Yeah.
just asking that question. And we'd love to help. Thank you.
Cornyn.
Yeah, and then Corleen, your hand is
Okay.
up.
Yes. Good
Thank
afternoon, Jeff. Good afternoon, Dr. Prasad, and all of our Micro Daily family members. Jeff, if I have permission, I would love to post the event that we're going to do tomorrow evening with Dr. Prasad and with Dr. Lizardi and with Dr. Rosie Milligan. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We've done men's calls, we've done women's calls. We're doing this call for men and women. We just want people to know how these products are changing lives. And because people are having better health, they're having better relationships. And at the end of the day, that's what we want. So if it's okay, because I don't like to just come on to other shows and post things, if it's okay, I would love to post it.
Sure.
Dr. Prasad and I are already planning on being there. We've referenced, and I think with the number of individuals that are on there, take just a moment and explain who Dr. Rosie is and who Dr. Lizardi is, because we know Dr. Prasad, but yeah, this will be a fun educational opportunity Monday. Go ahead.
Okay. So we came out with the Heart Boost, and we got really great testimonies, but men were having really great testimonies, and they were like, "Oh boy, more circulation, more blood flow, all of that," right? So I decided that I was going to go look at women and heart disease. And so it turns out the number one killer for women is not cancer, which was very surprising to me, but heart disease, right? So, so Dr. Lizardi has been with us, I think, for about 7 years. He's an OBGYN, and he's on our website, actually. So if you haven't, or if you don't know who he is, go to the website and you can see that, right? Dr. Rosie is someone that I personally sponsored, and Dr. Rosie is a entrepreneur. She does finance, but she also does health. And so I called her one day and said, "Dr. Rosie, I got to drop a bottle of this Heart Boost off because men are talking about increased blood flow." Well, she took it just another direction. It was so funny, you guys, right? And so I started thinking, what if we had a call that had an OBGYN and a relationship expert together? So both of them can talk about how these products benefit the body, but more importantly, how they benefit our overall life. And so Dr. Prasad will be on the panel. of course. So I have our Dr. Lazardi is our OBGYN expert. Dr. Rosie Milligan is our relationship expert. And of course, Dr. Prasad is our micronutrient expert. And I think it's just going to be a fun call. And so all are invited. I just posted it. And yeah, come out and hang out with us and let's see what happens. I just think I'm ready to think outside of the box. And I believe this is going to be one of those events where people can not only learn about micronutrients and the benefits, but also have a little fun.
Sure.
And that's just tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that are listening to what Coraline just stated, we have an incredible opportunity tomorrow night at and I'm just looking right at what was posted in the chat, 5, 6, 7, and 8 p.m. respectively, based on your particular time zone. So look forward to seeing everybody there. And yes, thanks again for everybody's participation here today. Dr. Prasad, none of us would be here without you and your commitment to our health success.